It is noon here in Mount Shasta, and it is the second day. So I wanted to read from the Holy Megillah. This is the book of Genesis, where the daily peace contemplations are spoken of first. And this is, like I said, chapter 16 of Genesis and verse 129. Therefore, at midday, 132. Behold, the name of the second day shall be Yom Nefesh, or Mind Day. Lo, the mind is full of thoughts, some helpful, some hurtful. Yea, the mind may be consecrated unto Jaja, or desecrated with vile imaginings. Lo, let your mind be consecrated unto Jaja, that your life be blessed. Therefore, at midday of the second day, contemplate peace with the mind. Speak these words. Our God and Goddess immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To all the helpful thoughts of my mind, send your angel of power. Another peace meditation that is from the Nazarene Way, I thought really went in with this as well. It says, evil thoughts cannot abide in a mind filled with the light of the law. He who hath found peace with the mind hath learned to soar beyond the realm of the angels. For I tell you truly, the lightning that cleaves the mighty oak, or the quaking that opens great cracks in the earth, are as the play of children compared with the powers of thought. So a few different ways that this could potentially be applicable, some things that we could do today to try to take steps to get closer to peace with our mind, include meditations that help us be calm, help us process through old emotions, and positive thinking exercises. Also, refraining from consuming garbage media, whether it's music or TV. All of these things, what we put into our mind is gonna be jumbled up in there and come out. It's gonna be, they're planting seeds, right? All of these things are called programming, especially when we turn on the television or any sort of music. These are all programming tools. Ooh. That essentially the dark forces use to corrupt us. They get into our minds, their songs get stuck into our minds, what we see on the television we portray in real life. Those behaviors, they want us to emulate these things. So it's really important that we take hold of our mind and, have peace with it. So I wanted to also read two other things at least. The prayer that I keep coming back to in my morning meditations is, it's a holy enchantment technically, but I'm using it kind of as a prayer. And so it says, and we chant this seed, let there be light. Where there is void, let there be light. Where there is darkness, let there be light. Where there is sadness, let there be light. Where there is receptivity, let there be light. Where there is sincerity, let there be light. Within and around me, let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. So, the other thing that I was just going to mention is that if you did get this book from the Essene Church in Florence, they actually have kind of what I was mentioning, the daily practical applications that we can do. This one, like I was saying before, meditation practices that aid the mind, positive thinking, abstinence from garbage television programs, also constructive daily activities for the mind to focus on. So all of these things are really important to, again, move towards peace with all of these the seven sisters, right? Let me find the list of here and read them to you so that I don't miss any. Peace with the body, peace with the mind, peace with the family, peace with humanity, peace with heritage, peace with Mother Nature, and peace with God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, the first Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. So that is the goal, and very important. I mean, if you're not at peace with yourself, and I know that I have struggled with that myself, you're going to have a lot of just different behaviors that you would be participating in if you're not at peace and walking in essentially the way that your heart and soul, or your mind and heart, and ultimately soul, are going together, right? We read before that, like, the heart, or the mind without the heart, is a pathway to hell. And it's really cool, the Megillah, and how the dove and the lamb are woven throughout this text. It's really great. And the last thing that I wanted to read was in reference to the other meditation that I read that talks about evil thoughts cannot abide in a mind filled with the light of the law. And I definitely believe that this Holy Megillah has a lot of that holy text in it and that law, but I wanted to reference the Essene Gospel of Peace because I think this scripture in here is really good. Christ answered, "Seek not the law in your scriptures, for the law is life, whereas the scripture is dead. I tell you truly, Moses received not his laws from the Creator in writing, but through the living word. The law is living word of the living Creator to living prophets for living men. In everything that is life is the law written. You find it in the grass, in the tree, in the river, in the mountains, in the birds of heaven, in the fishes of the sea. But seek it chiefly in yourselves. For I tell you truly, all living things are nearer to God, or Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, God and Goddess, than the scripture which is without life. The Creator so made life and all living things that they may, by the everlasting word, teach the laws of the true power to man. The Creator wrote not laws in the pages of books, but in your hearts and in your spirit. They are in your breath, your blood, your bone, and in your flesh, your bowels, your eyes, your ears, and in every little part of your body. They are present in the air, in the water, in the earth, in the plants, in the sunbeams, in the depths, and in the heights. They all speak to you that you may understand the tongue and the will of the living supreme power. But you shut your eyes that you may not see, and you shut your ears that you may not hear. I tell you truly that the scripture is the work of man, but life and all its hosts are the work of our God, our power. Wherefore, do you not listen to the words of God, which are written in his works?" So I think, obviously, like I was saying, that texts like this, scriptures do have really great things, and this, among, like, compared to all the other texts, definitely has life in it. But the main point is still to seek it chiefly within yourself and try to connect. And realistically, that's what all of these Essene communions and practices are about. They're about connecting to all of these different angels, the messengers of God and Goddess, and finding that within ourselves, going within and finding that connection that we have, rather than looking without and looking for leaders and different religions and all these different texts that have contradicting things as well, right? So yeah, I think it's really a blessing to have all of these scriptures and live in a time that we do have them, but still remember that we need to look within ourselves to that connection with God and Goddess. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. These little meditations aren't going to be very long because I'm planning on doing them like every day with you at noon. So we'll see what the future holds, and maybe if people jump on and start talking a lot, then we might get into more stuff. But in general, I just wanted to make a kind of a short connection with you and bring these ideas to those that are listening so that you can get on board with them too. For me, I am definitely interested in having peace with my mind and body and my family and heritage, peace with the world, and like all of these different things that they list. I think it's really important, so it's helping me, and hopefully it will help you and the world around us. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. I'll say hi to David D and Kyle in the chat. But I'm going to jump off of here and get to my other holy work for the day. So I will talk to you tomorrow at noon. Until then, may God and the Goddess bless you.